All right, Shalom. I'm start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. This was a classic video. This Jake getting surrounded by 7 Edomites. This is at the pool. I don't know what the hell was going on, but Jake lost it. Took off on a Edomite. Then there were other Edomites that were surrounding him, tried to jump in and laid all their asses down. And Jake excellent. Jake in the world say black excellence. No, that's Jake excellence. Because that strength, that natural strength that we have, that goes back to our forefather, our Yaquab. All right, and he was known as, or called, the Prince of the Power after he wrestled with that angel. He had the strength to strive and wrestle with an angel. And you know how strong an angel is? Angels are known for their strength. Let me get a scripture on that. This Psalms 103 and verse 20. And it says, "Bless the Lord, ye his angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word." So the angels, they actually excel in strength. All right, bodybuilders, wrestlers, the mighty men that you see now, man, they get bent up by an angel. Look up that word, excel. And the Hebrew word is gabawar. And it says powerful, by implication, warrior, tyrant, champion, chief. Hey, and Jake, we got the strength of, hey, man, this is why Jake is champions at everything that they do. That's why we dominate the sports world. All right, combat sports. We run boxing, all the different weight classes in boxing. Who's the current champions? They're usually majority Jake that hold them titles. All right, it says excel, giant, man, mighty, strong, mighty, strong man. All right, so the angels are pretty strong. And you had Jacob. He actually wrestled with one, and he held so firm, and he didn't even let the angel go. Was it Genesis 35? It's one of these chapters. So this is the reason why the average heathen, let alone Edomite, can't see us. Yep, here it is. Bear with me. Matter of fact, let me go here. Let me go to Hosea 12, because I know that's one of the precepts. Yeah, Hosea 12, but because I was looking for the one in Genesis. All right, so it's Genesis 32. It is Genesis 32 and 24 says, "And Jacob was left alone and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. So this man that he's wrestling with is actually an angel. And he's realizing like, damn, I can't even get out of this man's grip. This dude's strong as hell, right? He touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint. So that lets you know how they excel in strength. All right, he tapped him, he touched him, and his joint, got thrown out. So that was painful, but Jake didn't care. He had that adrenaline rush. It says as he wrestled with them, Jacob fights you even in injury, and you wouldn't even know. A lot of these wrestlers and boxers, when they get in this, whether it's the UFC fighters, in the Pentagon, or the boxers in the ring, when they get up in that square circle, they before that they go through their training and they get into their tip-top shape. Well, sometimes you never know what's happening in training. They might even get injuries while they're training. But they'll still be like, I still want to fight. Still want to, try to strive for that title. If it's a big fight and, titles is on the line, they want to fight. So they'll get up in there with an injury and you would have never known. It can still be victorious, or, it might, cause them to lag in their performance. It might be an off night for them, but they still get in there. That spirit is naturally on Jake. So Jacob here, Yaquab, all right, which his name was changed to Israel, Yasharallah, he was not going to stop, even though he was injured. Verse 26, and he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, what is thy name? He said, Yaquab, or Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with the Most High and with men, and has prevailed. Okay, so that's why his name was changed to Israel. So let me go from there, and I'm going to read the one in Hosea. So that's why Jake be knocking everybody out. Okay? Yeah, you got some weak Jake out there that, they can't fight. But get them some training, man. They running through everybody. Because we're the princes of the power, man. We're special people. Hosea 12:3 says he took his brother by the heel in the womb, showing you that when him and Esau was struggling in Rebekah's womb, Jake had a firm grip on Esau. He pretty much was getting the better end of that fight in the womb. Okay, and that was it was spiritual. It had a significant representation. All right, basically him being brought down and Jake prevailing, and in the end, Jake being on top. All right, which right now, his heel is being firmly gripped. All right, he's getting ready to get pulled down, and Jacob is beginning to rise. We're finna get pulled up into power by the hand of our Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, his right hand. So that's what that signifies. All right, Jacob, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that follows. So they're going down. The apostles going in like, man, Jake knocking these devils out. Their women want us. Esau's his kingdom is crumbling. His infrastructure crumbling. They're divided up. So they about to fall fast, man. Meanwhile, more of us is waking up. Putin released the Kraken, so to speak, and now I got more people talking. solidifying basically what we've been saying, our apostles, elders, their elders, you know. So yeah, that wound, that hill has a firm grip on it. It's getting ready to get pulled down and pulled out of power, man. It says, and by his strength he had power with the Most High power. All right, with that angel. It says, yeah, he had power over the angel and prevailed. He wept and made supplication unto him. He found him in Bethel, and there he spake with us. So going back to the birth, this is why the angel said that one people will be stronger than the other. Genesis 25 and 21, it says, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, meaning they was fighting. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. She went to a prophet. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. So this is out of one man, 2 nationalities is going to come out of his loins. All right. And the Lord can do that. Nations come out of men. That's how you know that you are what your father is. Your nationality, your descent, it goes back to the seed of your father. Whatever nation your father is, that's what nation you're a part of. That's what nation you are. It says, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right, two different fashions, 2 polar opposites. One is going to be weaker and one is going to be stronger. One is going to be moral, one is going to be immoral. All right, one is going to be ethical, the other is going to be unethical. All right, manner, a way in which a thing is done or happens. All right. Jake like good hygiene. Esau, he doesn't really like hygiene. Some of them even tell you that they don't like to bathe or shower. It says way, method, style, manner of doing something. Yeah, we're different. How we like our food, different. Okay, our music, they want to emulate us. They know Jake trying to emulate Edomite music. They get everything from us. All right, mode, a way or manner in which something occurs or is experienced, expressed, or done. So 2 different manner of people separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Let's look up that word stronger. So that shows you that it had to be an act of a higher power for a people that is clearly stronger than the other being subservient and under the rule of a weaker people. The Most High gave us over to their hand. He took us down and set them up. And that was to what? Punish us because we moved the Most High to wrath. But we know that Esau, he had to, get his licks back, and every time we was in his hands, he would go overboard in his vengeance. And that's why the Lord's going to deal with him. We're going to get back when we in the kingdom. All right, we could read Ezekiel, the 25th chapter, 12 to the 14th verse. But Salakia, here it is, stronger. And the word is amatizah, which basically means strong, brave, courageous, firm, to be strong, alert, courageous, brave. Jacob, you saw that Jake, he was willing to fight all them white boys, and he did. And he was victorious. He whooped all of them, all 7 of them. In an ancient world, we were strong enough to put thousands to flight. Elder Apostle Tahar went into that. King David said, the Lord is the Lord who taught my hands to war. So when David was out there slaying, thousands and thousands of men, that was ultimately from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord rose him up because he was just he was a shepherd. He fed the sheep. He just tended to the sheep when he was young. So where did he get this encouragement, this bravery? It says to be strong, stout, bold, solid, hard. Jake like to be hard. They like to act hard. Some of them, they sell wolf tickets too, though. But usually, Jake got that strength, man, and Esau. This is why he treat Jake's inhumane, because he has a fear. He fears Jake. They become, when they got bullied in school, they became officers to get their get back, so that they can feel like they got power over Jake, because otherwise, Jake dominates them, intimidates them. It says to strengthen, secure, for oneself, harden, to be determined, to make oneself alert, strengthen oneself, confirm oneself, persist in, prove superior to. And we're definitely superior. Okay? So, yeah, man. And Esau, this is why Esau is constantly in them MMA gyms. They're in them classes because they know they can't compete on any level with Jake if it's just an evil playing field. So, they get into that MMA and jiu-jitsu, in case they might have to run into a wild Jake. So, these are, some of the scriptures that I thought about when I initially saw that footage. It's all on World Star, kind of went viral. Every once in a while, you have moments like this where Jake get fed up. And that's just the Most High rousing Jake up. Pursuing was at Genesis. Who shall rouse him up? Can't be couched down as that old lion for too long. Jake returned back to that young lion estate. Jake was just devouring shit, and that was in the ancient world. So, yeah, I just want to, respond to this. And Lord willing, y'all were edified. Hey, and just imagine when we get the spiritual power, man, he's going to make us his battle axe and weapons of war. All right, was that Jeremiah 51? That's going to be very exciting in that time. He going to turn us into, X-Men. Jeremiah 51:19, it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations. And that's literally. We're going to be able to do that. All right, we're going to be able to break them up, man. You saw how the angel, all he did was just tap the thigh of Jacob, and his joint was out of place. All right, so we're gonna have that level of strength. It tells you that in Zechariah, it was the 12th chapter, the 8th verse, that the feeble that is among you shall be as David, and as an angel of the Most High before them. So when that time comes, man, Jake is gonna get active for sure. It says, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. So we ain't gonna discriminate. Oh no, don't hit her. That's a woman. That's a lady. Don't do nothing to her. Nah. We gonna get, hey, when it was open season on us during from the late 1400s up until, it didn't matter. Esau, he went after babies. gator bait. He did it all. He did everything to both male and female Israelites. So that's not going to even matter. All right, it says, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young maid, and it's like the young man and the maid. All right, so he's going to run through them. And I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Run through their military, their servicemen. That's what the Lord is saying here. And let me get the one in the Apocrypha. Let me see. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse start at 15. This is in the GNT. It says, but the righteous live on forever. The Lord will reward them. The Most High will protect them. He will give them royal splendor and a magnificent crown. He will shield them with his powerful arm. He will go out into battle determined to defeat his enemies and use the creation itself as a weapon. So we're gonna be made into a weapon through that power. So we ain't got to worry about Esau's sword, because he rules the world by the sword. He lives by that sword. That was his blessing. We don't stand a chance with it when it comes to that sword. When it comes to physical combat and strength, we own them and these other nations. But this is why Esau got to have that sword. That's his equalizer. And that's the main thing that, Jake yields to. So, yeah, that time is coming, man. It's over with. All right, we going to definitely hold the crown for sure. All right, and I'm just responding to Elder Apostle Tahar's video. All right, and Lord willing, y'all were edified. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.